It is going to be so cold out there tomorrow. Make sure the kids are bundled up to the max, everybody. This is dangerous cold. Temperatures in the single digits, close to zero in spots tomorrow morning. Take a look at our bus stop forecast. It will be dry out there with clouds building throughout the day. Temperatures going to be in the single digits for the next few days. We'll probably get back to double digits Thursday morning and then into the weekend. Oh, man, that seems warm right about now. Again, 15, 16 degrees over the weekend. Those are your low temperatures. What about your high temperatures? 21 tomorrow, 20 on Wednesday, and we're back around freezing later in the week. So there are some improvements, but we've got this, real bad 48-hour period here where you cannot take things lightly. This is, again, dangerous cold. So some quick tips out there. Obviously, for peoples and pets, you want to stay indoors as much as possible, but, that's not always plausible. A lot of us have to head out. So layer up, as little skin touching this really harsh air as possible. Covering up your mouth, protect your lungs is a good idea. Property. Now, of course, if you haven't disconnected your hoses, you're probably too little too late there. But as far as keeping the thermostat in your house, you don't want it to drop below 55. Yes, freezing is 32, but those outer walls, you can really still get them a lot colder than the other portions of your house. So you want to keep that heat around 55 degrees at minimum, and drip the faucets. If you have faucets that go touching the outside of your house, those can be a little bit more prone to freezing than those in the interior of your house. And as for vehicles, make sure you have at least a quarter of a tank of gas. Check your battery age. As we go throughout the winter, it could have some trouble getting that engine to turn over out there. And also, you want to keep blankets and bottles of water in your car. God forbid you should get stranded and you need to wait for someone to get there. You won't have your heat more than likely if your car is broken down, so you want to stay as warm as possible. Blankets and, of course, keeping yourself hydrated. Look at these wind chills across the Great Lakes down towards the Ohio Valley. And, oh boy, look at this one here. Green Bay, folks. Good thing the Packers aren't playing today. A 27 below wind chill. It's 9 below in Chicago, 8 below in Buffalo. And you go all the way down to Nashville, Tennessee. It feels like 10 there, 12 in Atlanta. We keep zooming down to the south here. Look at Houston, feels like 22 right now. Dallas, 21. Amarillo, Texas, 11 below. New Orleans, 33. And wouldn't you know it, we're getting a historic winter storm for the Gulf states right now. You've got that storm developing over Texas and Louisiana, starting to see some light to moderate snow. The areas of pink, that's your winter storm warning. The areas of purple, a winter weather advisory. This could be a once-in-a-lifetime event, folks, to see that winter storm warning from pretty much, the entire Gulf Coast, from Florida all the way to Texas here. We're bordering on a foot of snow in parts of southern Louisiana. That is just bananas. That never happens, once every 10 to 20 years, you get a little bit of snow, maybe half a foot of snow, but to get close to a foot is just wild. And look at this storm developing. Just hugs the Gulf Coast here, right to the panhandle of Florida, Georgia, eventually up into the Carolinas, coastal Carolinas here. We're not talking inland Carolinas. We're talking places like, Myrtle Beach, over towards Savannah, Georgia, and Charleston, getting into the coastal North Carolina region here, Wilmington, over towards the Outer Banks. Now, eventually that storm is going to push out to sea. We could get some clouds and maybe a flurry out of it, but it largely misses out and continues to we continue to see dry weather over the next several days here in southern New England. 6 degrees tonight. We've got mostly clear skies, allowing those temperatures to drop dangerously close to zero. Wind chills sub-zero with a little bit of wind out there. Considerable cloudiness for your Tuesday, 21. The bitter cold continuing right on through the midweek. We start to see temperatures moderating towards Thursday and Friday, and the weekend quite balmy. 40 by Sunday with mostly cloudy skies there. 32 on Saturday with mostly sunny skies. So harsh cold to start off the week, but things will be feeling better towards the end.